Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. My name is ASFM. I hope you've had a lovely Christmas and a happy new year. Welcome back to episode 3 of the Railwaymen here on my channel, and we are with Lokomotiv Sofia. And now, from when you last tuned in on episode 2, we had just finished up on the game with Litex. Now, we've had quite a good start to the season. We had a really good run up until the Koreana game where we lost 3-1, and from then we've sort of hit a bad run of form. Played really well in these games, big score lines. Quite, somewhere we had clean sheets, some weren't. But this stretch here and Ludogorets 2, I thought we'd actually go and beat Ludogorets 2, considering that they were sort of a under 21s team, but we got smashed. They were very, very good. I think it's just because they've got a really good youth setup, and their youth that they're pushing through are fantastic. Now, the 3 games that we have on today are Maritiza, Minor, Temrivir, Sofia. In terms of the tactic, it's been working really well. We've obviously been having a lot of counter-attacking chances, and I believe if I go on home, no, it's on, sorry. Our top goal scorer is Dikov. He's been fantastic, monumental to this title charge that we've had. 9 appearances, 7 goals, 2 assists, 2 player of the matches. He's been phenomenal for us in that. I think he's playing as a target man. Incredible, but unfortunately, he's fractured his lower arm, so he is now out 3 to 5 weeks, which is a really big issue for us, as we've got a player coming in who's going to fit his role as Petkov. He's played 10 games, 2 goals, 2 assists. So he's been okay. He just hasn't hit the form. The 20-year-old Stanchev has been okay for appearances, 4 goals. So he hasn't been overall terrible. He just poacher. I'd have thought he would been more sort of prolific. Then we have Milev, who hasn't really hit the form as I thought he would. He has had 4 appearances, no goals so far. So he's had chances, and he's been hitting the bar. He's been hitting side netting. So unfortunately, it hasn't really sort of clicked with him. Hopefully, in the next 3 games, he can sort of improve, and hopefully for you guys to see. In midfield, the box to box in Vlad has been pushing forward, constantly winning back possession. And defence, we've actually been fairly solid. Like Zion and Martin have obviously built up a partnership. They're very, very good. Now, forward in the finances, we're doing okay, although we're still over budget. The projection for the end of the season is going to be low, because if we get out of this league, we might potentially regain some of the lost finances. Now, going into the first game, it's going to be still the same sort of lineup. So with a cup run, obviously they want us to get to the second round. Now I'm hoping to get quite far. I'd like to try and have quite a good little cup run on the side. Keep the fans really bumping, everyone happy with the club, and hopefully, who knows, might even get, and therefore we can sort of regain a bit of money that's been lost in terms of our finances. Welcome back to the first game here on episode 3 here with Maritza against Lokomotiv Sofia. We're playing 5-2-3, same team. Unfortunately, Dikov still injured. He's not going to be obviously back in 3 to 5 weeks, whenever it is. So here we are. Hopefully, we should be pretty much winning this game, because they're in I think they're about 2-3 leagues below us. So we should be winning this one fairly comfortably. I'd be pretty shocked if we lose it, and I'd be pretty upset, because I feel we can go quite far in this season, because I feel we have some of the players, unless we get drawn against some of the bigger clubs in the Premier Divisions straight after this, then I don't expect us to go through. But first highlight here with Leper on the wing, hopefully pushing through. Comes in back to Vlad. Vlad now on the ball to Petkov, back to Steph. Steph out wide to Pedro. What can Pedro do now here? He fires one back into Vlad. Vlad now, where's he going? Back to Pedro. Pedro back to Vlad. Pedro, he manages to beat his man, hopefully. Back to Milev. Milev now. Milev, he's hit the post, and it goes to a goal kick, unfortunately. Can we continue? Again, here's the second highlight now. Karin over to, but Zion steps in. Steph now on the ball. Steph over to Vlad. Vlad out to Stanchev. Stanchev's now on the wing. What can he do? Delivers a whipping ball, and there is Milev. Milev scores, first goal of the season for him. A fantastic header into the goal, and Lokomotiv Sofia find themselves 1-0 up here, and that is perfect. On the 17th minute goal mark, get a goal early on, and he beats this man, and there it is. What a beautiful header from Milev. Highlight here now with Martin. Martin collects the ball here, and hopefully we can push through. Leper now on the wing. Back to Martin. This is looking like a nice highlight. Back into Leper now. What can Leper do? He's pushed through. Back into Milev. Milev now. He's got it free. Oh, and he's hit the post. So close there to doubling our lead. And Lokomotiv Sofia still find themselves 1-0 up here. But we have been creating chances. And we should be 2-0 up with that. It's half time. Lokomotiv Sofia 1. I can't remember the other team's name. Marista 0, and personally I believe we should have been 2-0 up with that last minute chance there. I'm going to say I'm not happy with your performance because I believe they could have been doing better there, and we go into the second half here 1-0 up. Pedro and Milev are playing a fantastic game here. Now the highlight commences. Martin now on the ball. Steph now out wide. Vlad, what can he do? Back to Stanchev, back to Vlad. Vlad, it's been cleared. Back to Martin. Martin heads it over to Steph, and we are on the attack here. Vlad out to Leper. Leper on the wing. Both wing backs have had a fantastic game so far. Zion there to come and collect it. Back to Vlad. Pedro, and this is fantastic. Pedro and Leper are playing absolutely fantastic this game. Steph now back to Petkov. Petkov, what can he do? Vlad fires a goal, and it's 2-0. Vlad from, I'd say, about 25 to 30 yards out there. Perfect. Hits it, hits off the post and goes in. And Lokomotiv Sofia here sitting comfortably at 2-0. And this should preferably be game here. I'd be pretty shocked if we lose it. But, you know, football can change, and all the team are brilliant. Everyone's doing fantastic well. I'm going to praise them because they have been fantastic here. We are dominating possession by the looks of things. But here they come on a highlight. What can they do? And it is fantastic defending there by Martin, as there was pretty much an open net for the Marista player there. And Tominov can launch one in, and it's been cleared only to the outside of our box. Press them. I don't want them. And that is it. That's the end of the highlight there. Perfect. That's what I wanted to do. 15 shots, 6 on target, 2-0 up. We're not very clinical. That's what I found in this save. And they've got one back. I did not expect that. I thought they were going to clear it there, but that has been awful defending from Lokomotiv Sofia. I don't know who that was there. Was that Zion? It's Kusev. Kusev has missed the header, and unfortunately they go 2-1. And now this has gone from a game where we should have been feeling comfortable, and quite frankly we're not. And here's the next highlight in the 80th minute, and Tob Puzov, what can he do? He's fired one out back to Vilichov, and they are looking like the dominant things. But Zion comes in with a big header. Vlad now, Steph, Petkov out wide, Milev over, Steph back over to Pedro. Pedro now, he is injured, so I'll take him off after this highlight, and he's been tackled. Now here they come, but Kusev is there to win the ball back, and Pedro now back to Steph, and hopefully Pedro can recycle possession here. He does, and that is perfect. A lovely passing play there. And Steph now into the ball. Petkov, now Leper. What can Leper do? Leper fires one, and unfortunately it goes over the bar. But here I'm going to have to make a tactical substitution, as my wing back on right wing back is going to be switched. Pedro is going to come on. No, Pedro is going to be swatched, and Petkov is going to be coming on here. I'm going to take off Steph and bring on Todorov. I think he's a youngster, so I believe he's a youngster. He's 33, brilliant. And Vlad Milosev can come on for you and play that sort of box to box. 86 minutes now, and hopefully by the end of the game we should. But there is another highlight, and this is looking quite scary, as we should be winning this game. And now they come to us, and Karakarin can bring the ball forward for Marista, and Stanchev and Antanasov. Brilliant defending there. And Karen can come in, but he's pushed through, and Tominov's there. Big save from Vassal. That is huge from Vassal in goal. And it keeps us up 2-1. Now they whip up a good ball in, but Zayam is there, and Milev can break. What can he do? He sends one out to Petkov. Petkov, I thought he might have switched, but unfortunately that wasn't good enough there, and the counter-attack has sort of stagnated. And now Todorov can take the ball. Todorov over to Milashev. What can Milashev do? Sends the ball out, and now we've lost possession, but that is the end of the highlight, and that is full time. We win it 2-1. We're going to the second round of the Bulgarian Cup. I'm going to say I'm not happy with their performance because we should not be conceding in that game. They're not good enough for us, and but that was brilliant. You know, in the end of the day, winning is all that matters, and we win the Bulgarian Cup first round. And unfortunately, Pedro's injured. He's out for 2 to 4 weeks. Oh, that is a bad one. That is very serious. Unfortunately, I don't really know what to do because in our tactics, we should have someone who can come in. And to be fair, Petkov, I think he has been playing for us. Yeah, he's fairly young, so it's not bad. It's just not ideal. We have strength in the back there, and I'm going to switch out Steph and bring on Todor instead on the next game. And the next game, the game against in the second league against Minor, and hopefully we can continue. We've broken that losing streak, and hopefully we can continue the move in the second league. Hopefully to continue pressing Litex, who have been fantastic this season. After their loss, they've pretty much just been winning games on end. Whereas we've sort of had a bit of hit of form. So we currently sit in third on 20 points when they're on 22s, and hopefully I'll see you guys. Welcome back to the second game here on episode 3 with Minor Pertnik. I just got a bit of information about the second round of the Bulgarian Cup. We have been drawn, I believe is here. We have been drawn against Beroi. I think Beroi. They're in the first league, so this is going to be quite a tough game. Now it's 5 minutes in. They've got a highlight here, and that was a big save from Vassal there, and you know that was quite a big scare here at the beginning of the game against Minor. I believe that's their name. So Minor have the first highlight here. 13 minutes in, should I say? And here we go. Martin on the ball. What can he do? He's just given away possession for no reason. That is very poor from Martin there. And now they come. Who have they got? They got Netov in the box. Out to Vaselev. Big header there. And we find ourselves a bit under the cosh here. Ahmed back to Vilanechov. And I don't know if the keeper has bluffed it there. If he's done sort of butterfingers. But we find ourselves 1-0 down. 13 minutes in. Poor defending. Letting the space open there. It's not good enough. Yeah, I believe that might have been butterfingers from our keeper. That is not good enough. And they come again. Here we are. And that is... Oh, it's 2-0. This is horrendous. We've had no highlights. And we find ourselves 15 minutes in, 2-0 down. This is awful. I'm not liking this. This is I'm braining. This has been absolutely appalling here. And there's another highlight, 17 minutes in. What is happening? Georgiev. Now, where is our formation? This is awful. Look at our formation. We're not even... Zayam now. He's managed to clear it. Now, here we come. Leper now. What can he do? Fires one out. Here we go. Stanchev. Petkov. What can Petkov do? He's running up the line. Petkov. Where's he going? Back to Leper. And our counter-attack has not been very well. And Leper wins the ball back. Fantastic play there by Leper. I'm going to say that was absolutely wonderful play. Real heart and drive for the team. Milev now. Milev has shot and has hit the post. And here's another highlight here. Leper to Martin now to recycle possession. What has happened? Stanchev's in. Oh. Dimitrov catches the ball. and this is not going well. The highlight continues. Kusev now, Milev. What can he do? Todor now passes it out to Milev. Milev to Petkov. Petkov shoots, and it is wide. We have not again had that clinical style to our play that we have sort of lost. And now here they come on another attack. Big ball out, and here we come. Petkov now in acres of space, pushing forward. What can he do? He misses the challenge, and there's someone square in the box. Milev now, he has to score, and he doesn't. Oh, that is absolutely awful. There, it should have been 2-1, and we cannot capitalise. That is absolutely awful. That should have been 2-1. Our ruthlessness and the ruthless touch to goal has just not been there, and we are still 2-0 down. I'm going to say press all of them because we've just been absolutely atrocious in this half. We have not been good enough. Now here's their highlight, and they stand up and they miss again. That could have potentially just been 3-0. And there's another highlight. What is going on this? Petkov now to start the highlight. Todor, Vlad, back to Todor, out to Milev. Milev now, what can he do? Floats the ball in, but they've recycled the possession here, and now here they come. Budanov, Valachinov, Georgiev, Budnov, and then this could be their highlight for Mignon. And I'm not liking this. This could be potentially 3-0 here if we don't start to clear it or get a tackle in. Perfect, we have, and Leper can't get there, and Ahmed is now out on the wing, moving through, and Budanov, big challenge there from Zion. And now here we come. This is fantastic counter-attacking style football. This is what I want from the boys. Stanchev there, and Stanchev's in. 5th goal of the season, and it's 2-1. The damage, half of the damage has been resolved here. And Lokomotiv Sofia, 40 minutes in, are 2-1 down. Fantastic ball here from Milev, I believe. And, really good. That is fantastic counter-attacking style football. And that is what we want to see here on this save. Stanchev there, 5th goal of the season, as I've said. And Lokomotiv Sofia have halved the damage here, but still, we're coming into half-time 2-1 down. I'm going to say I'm far from pleased from what I've seen from this team, and it has not been good enough. And quite frankly, I'm not very proud coming into this, and they are dominating. I've just looked at the stats. They are really being ruthless here. 13 shots, 9 on target, but they only have two. They've only got 2 goals, so it tells me that. But they've come for the shot, and Vasil again in goal has saved us from potentially being 3-0 down here. And I'm starting to think whether this tactic is really sort of pushing us through, but something tells me that we just got to keep going. And Milev here is now pushing through. He's been slide tackled by Budanov, and that was a tactical foul, I believe. And 6 shots, 3 on target, and we are still 2-1 down. I'm gonna berate them because I just don't think they've been doing very well here. Now Netov can come. Pavlov now on the highlight. Vasev out wide, and Leper's there. Big. That is big from Leper, but unfortunately they've recycled possession, and he's got fastest man, but we managed to get a tackle in. Now what can they do? Pavlov now, he managed to challenge. Who was that number 3? I think that might have been Petkov. What can he do? Pavlov. Oh, this could be bad, and it is. It's 3-1. We have been dominated this game, and quite frankly, we have not been playing defensively very well, and this is not good. This is not good. If we can't beat a team that's pretty much in 6th place, we don't deserve to be in these playoffs. And quite frankly, this is not good enough. If they're in 21 shots and 15 on target, this is like Vasil has pretty much kept us in this game. And I'm going to take off Leper because I think he's done fantastic well. And we are going to lose our 2nd game of the episode. And we have been absolutely dominated here by Mignon. 22 shots, 15 on target, 3-1 loss. They've dominated us in every field, and that is very, very poor from Lokomotiv Sofia. I'm going to say I'm far from that. I'm far from pleased with that result. And we are still in 3rd place. We've got 20 points still, but Litex haven't even played their game yet, and that was all. I'm not too sure how that will affect us going forward in this save. But there we are. It is that. It is one game won, one game lost. Can we rectify it against Lokomotiv Sofia and potentially get that much needed win in the league? Because actually our league form has been absolutely diabolical recently. So I'll see you in the third and final game. Welcome back to the third and final instalment of this episode. Playing in the next game, we have the last one, which is S1E3 Sofia in a second league, where we've got to stop this losing streak that we've currently got at the moment. I just wanted to bring your attention to our development centre in the under-19s. They've been doing fantastically well recently, and I just want to show you, like they're in the blooming Youth Cup quarterfinals against Ludogorets under-19s. So they'll probably knock us out from that. But we've got one player who's been fantastically developing, and this is Valentin Nikolov in the as a 17-year-old. 4-star, 5-star potential ability, current 2-star ability. He's currently in the third league. He's played with us for 16 appearances. He scored 1 goal, so I didn't realise that. But he's played. I've just put him back into the under-19s just to sort of develop a bit more, and he has been developing his. If I go on to his progress, attribute change, all going up. Progress. So obviously it showed here he was 2-star. He's now coming up, so he's moving upwards. So it was just a player to keep an eye of. Luka Inanov, he's also developing. I'll put him in sort of a development as a deep line playmaker on support. Hopefully by the end of the episode, these players could be potentially being featured in the last few games, 5 games, if we've potentially secured playoffs secured promotion. Now on to the third and final game of this episode, and this pretty much is a must win. This has to be won. We cannot keep losing this game. We have to stop this losing streak that we have, and we need this to go our way. Show onto weaker foot, do it, yes. I'm going to say it's time to put an end to the poor form. I'm going to say to vendors, I'm expecting to see oh, why are you getting demoted about that? Attackers go out there and make a difference. Well, no one's doing anything. Everyone's just composed. And we start the game now. We find ourselves obviously in third position. And here we are. First highlight. And it's going Semterov's way. And big defence there. And now Todor can take the ball. Todor's out to Stanchev. And here we go. Stanchev now on the wing coming in. What can he do? Cuts it in. He pushes through. That's got to be a penalty, and it is. Todor will take the penalty. That is being changed. I want penalties. Oh, he's the best one there is. So, yeah, take it, Todor. Can Todor put Lokomotiv Sofia 1-0 up in a much-needed win game? Todor takes the ref, run up. He slots it in. That's probably going to be his first goal of the season, I'm guessing. Yes, it is. Todor, we are 1-0 up here in the 8th minute. This is massive because we need to win this game to keep us on form and going up the leagues. And now this would place us top of the table currently on 23 points. And that's not a bad thing to see. Hopefully we can keep that now. Todor, the big delivery. What can he do? Kusev. Zayum scores. The centre-back, the big centre-back. 3rd goal of the season. This guy has been fantastic since I've brought him on in a free signing. He's been brilliant. And we are 2-0 up now. And I think, hopefully, we should be seeing this game out now. Now here they come with Todorov now pushing through onto our wing. And Galarov on the outside of our box. Now big delivery and Vachev is there. And this is the issue that I'm having. We go 2-0 up and we just completely flunk it. And this is the worry here. We just do not have that defensive spine, I guess. And it is now 2-1. And we've put ourselves in quite a dangerous position here. And now here's the second highlight. And in it comes. And Gorgiev is there. And it's 2-2. And I cannot... We have just completely fluffed this. I'm going to change our mentality to defensive because I cannot lose this game. This is ridiculous. And there we are. Well, we were 2-0 up. Now we're 2-2. And it is just not going our way. And I'm going to berate them because they have been absolutely awful. How can you be 2-0 up, Should be ashamed of yourselves. Now here's our highlight. Stanchev now back to Leper. Leper, what can he do? Pushing through. Todor now. What can Todor do? Can he deliver a ball? He's got to Milev. Milev now to... Oh, and Petkov shoots and unfortunately misses just wide of the mark there. And now here they come. Samarov, Vanchev. What can Vanchev do? Delivers a very strange ball there. And Galarov, and he's probably going to send it out wide. Here he goes, sending it out wide. Petkov now, you've dived. And they come in. Ooh, and they just miss the post there. And we're going to half-time, I'm guessing. Yep, half-time, 2-2. I'm going to thrash my arms. I'm far from pleased from what I've seen from this team. This was absolute defensive calamity at the back. Shouts berate the entire team because they've been absolutely awful. This is not a good game for us. And it's the 60th minute now, and we're not even... with this type of form, we're not even looking at title contending here. Now, Bankov out to Petkov, who's now got the ball, and Milev can send us out on the run. Todor now, what can he do? He's been challenged, and now here they come. And Michev now. Todorov, what can he do? He's in our box. Don't foul him. Oh, this is the one thing that scares me about penalties. Vasil's there, and he's out of his area. But Petkov now, what can we do? We're on the counter-attack here. Milev now, that was... Oh my God, I'm not even going to say that was so lucky just then. Milev, he's been fouled, and it's a penalty. It is another penalty, and we have the potential chance of going 3-2 up. Please, Todor, send us the right way and send us onto 3 points. And he has! The keeper went the right way, but it was a too good a penalty. And Todor's second of the season, and we are now 3-2 up. And please, hold on, because we need this win so bad. And that sends us again. I'm going to take off Vlad and bring on, I don't know who it was, and Todor for Todorov. I think I probably should do that. I'm going to change our tactics currently. I'm not going to have 4 up top. Petkov's coming off. I'm going to bring on Todorov as a deep line playmaker on defend field. Can anyone play as an anchor man on defend? Perfect. We are going full Big Sam mode here. We are playing defensive tactics. Literally 5 at centre back. And hopefully just to hang on because I cannot lose this game. Now to Todorov. And Todorov, it was a too heavy ball. Now here they come. And we are playing as a defensive tactic, but they're not even anywhere near the ball. But a massive defensive challenge there. I didn't see who that was. But we are now really hanging on here by the literally threads here. And Milishev just boots it out. And that is fantastic play there from Milishev. Really, really, last-ditch defensive tackling here. Here they come. And again, this is just defend. It is honestly put 11 behind the ball and hope to survive here. Now they come and send one in. Vasil's there. He collects the ball and hopefully calm it down. Coming into the 93rd minute. Is this game? It is. We've changed it. 3-2 here. Big Sam at the end. Just basically 11 behind the ball. And to give us the win and 3 points, putting us back where we belong to the top of the table. I believe that's where we've been set. That is a huge victory for ourselves. Zyam and Todor, 2 penalties, and we had a scare, and it was pretty grim. But there we are, in the competition, in the Bulgarian Second League, Episode 3, we find ourselves top of the table, and hopefully we can continue pushing this form to the end of the season. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. Please like and subscribe.